So my name is Courtney Jones. I was the 2021 Miss California High School Rodeo Queen, and I was asked to come back and MC for tonight since our current queen is running again. So I would like to say thank you guys for asking me to come back and allowing me to be here. Okay. So as a current state queen, or as a state queen, you are asked to go through a pageant, which you go through horsemanship, speech and modeling, test, and interview. And throughout all this, you are judged and you get judged on your abilities to go through all this. Because as a queen, you go to many places, you speak to a lot of people, and you represent your title. So you want to get the best fit for your title. So tonight, we will be doing the speech and modeling portion of the pageant. And impromptu, yes. Okay, so can we have the queens come up, please? The first one is Jenna Jo Nelson from District 1. Okay. Delaney Fowler from District 4. Isabella Herman, District 5. Rachel Tanzer, District 8. I can't see that far. Lucy Martin, District 7. Hunter Kendall, District 2. Rio Brown, District 3. No, that's not it. Mackenzie Flack, District 6. And Madison Schultz, District 9. Okay, our first contestant is Jenna Jo Nelson. Jenna is 14 and in the 9th grade. She is from Cottonwood, California. Her parents are Tal and Karen Nelson. She attended Evergreen Institution of Excellence. Her rodeo events are barrel racing, pole bending, goat tying, and the Queen Contest. She has been a member of the CHSRA for 4 years. Her academic achievements are she has been on the honor roll for the past 6 years and recently finished her second semester with dual enrollment at Shasta College with a 4.2 GPA and an A GPA of 4.8. Her other activities include serving as the student representative for the Evergreen Institution of Excellence Advisory Council, working at Ferguson Livestock Feedlot, and working alongside her dad in his saddle shop, learning the tools of the trade in saddle making. Her plans after high school rodeo are to continue her college education in animal science and becoming a large animal veterinarian. Her horse is a 14-year-old AQHA sorrel mare. Her registered name is I'd Be Fancy Free, and her barn name is Margarita. She is a ranch mare when she got her about 5 years ago, but now she is her favorite go-to all-around horse. If she had one wish, it would be for every girl to have the hope and confidence to follow their dreams in whatever it may be. Jenna says, I am truly honored to be here and would like to thank who makes this event happen. Her speech topic is how the CHSRA mission has impacted her as a rodeo athlete.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jenna Jo Nielsen, and I am Miss California High School Rodeo Association, District 1. Tonight, I would like to speak to you all about how the California High School Rodeo Association has impacted me as a rodeo athlete. The mission of the California High School Rodeo Association is what inspired me to join 4 years ago. That mission is to encourage education and the highest level of sportsmanship inside and outside of the rodeo arena. I stand by this and encourage others to do so as well. I have seen firsthand the level of hard work and dedication that is put in by everyone involved. It is truly amazing. From sunup to sundown, these athletes are always hard at work, achieving this mission from the classroom to the rodeo arena. An important part of the mission is maintaining your grades, as it gives everyone a greater incentive to do their best. Let's all face it, hard work and good grades is what it's going to take to get us all where we want to be. Another important part of the mission is maintaining the highest regards for the livestock. As for without them, rodeo would not be possible. I believe that we can all agree that our livestock and equine partners' needs should always come before our own. I know that all of my animals eat before I do.
She is self-employed and she teaches equestrian riding lessons in the rodeo events. Her past rodeo accomplishments are qualifying for the High School Rodeo Finals in pole bending in 1991, won many CHSRA District 9 all-around cowgirl titles, 1999 NFR Flag Girl, 8-time qualifier to the Indian National Finals Rodeo in the breakaway, 2000 plus 2016 Western State Indian Rodeo Association champion breakaway roper, and currently competing in breakaway, team roping, and barrel racing, producing 4D barrel races in Bishop. Thank you for being here.
Association, State Queen, as it is truly the Golden State. Thank you.
So one of the things that these girls will get to do representing their districts and whoever the next Miss State Queen is they get to host their pageant next year. So all these current queens, they'll get to host their district pageant. And so even if they walk out without the crown of the state queen, they will all get to go through hosting a pageant, and it's actually pretty fun. And yeah, so you guys should have fun with that. Okay, our next contestant is Delaney Fowler. Delaney is a 17-year-old in 11th grade from Royal Oaks, California. Her parents are Brett and Christy Fowler. She attends St. Francis High School. Her rodeo events are barrel racing, pole bending, goat tying, breakaway, team roping, and the Queen Contest. She has been a member of the NHSRA for 6 years. Her academic achievements are maintaining a 3.5 GPA while playing volleyball, rodeo, and taking care of her horses. Her other activities include varsity volleyball in the fall, snow skiing in the winter, and wake surfing in the summer. She is currently enrolled in a certified nursing assistance licensing program so that she can gain experience in the nursing field. Her plans after high school are to attend University of Nevada, Reno to pursue nursing and compete in the National Intercollegiate Rodeo Association. Her horse is named Loverboy. He is a registered quarter horse who has been there, done that. He is 25 years young and has exceeded in every event. These days, she saves him for breakaway. He is the biggest sweetheart, always giving his all. If she had one wish to come true, it would be to find a cure for cancer. Cancer took her dad's parents at a young age, so she wasn't able to have grandparents. Cancer has taken too many lives. Her other comments is that she is so thankful for the opportunity once again. Thank you to all the volunteers who made this competition happen. Being a part of the CHSRA has been a blessing. Her speech title is To Be at the Top.
What does it mean to be at the top? Does it mean to be at the top of your class or your event? Or does it mean that you have the crown or the buckle in your hand? In my case, it means to fail and then persevere, to keep fighting for what your heart has always known. As a little girl, I didn't know what it meant to be at the top. All I knew was that I wanted to stay in the saddle for as long as I could. If I had my way, I would have lived in the barn with my horses. At a young age, I knew what I wanted to be, the best barrel racer ever, like Haley Kinsel and Lisa Lockhart put together. Yet, all I had was a bareback pad and a 20-something-year-old quarter horse. Riding around for hours, feeling that in my heart, this is what I wanted my life to be. At a young age, the fire never grew. At a young age, the fire never got out of me. The first time my name was called over the loudspeaker, and next up is Delaney Fowler on her horse, Katie Girl. I knew that arena was calling my name. Those big bright lights be where I belonged. CHSRA District 4 became my home after 6 long years. Years of working through horses, some with bucking problems and a few falls. I brushed myself off and kept working. I told myself, with a little bit of luck and a lot of hard work, I would make it to the infamous state finals rodeo in Bishop, California. With this fire never went away as well. When I first got my first horse, I was ecstatic. I could not wait to get off my horse. But he had a few problems. He definitely wasn't pretty enough and definitely didn't have enough sparkles. But I fixed that problem. I was soon up to 3 horses, working my butt off to make it to the state finals rodeo with all 5 of my events, and I can say that I was triumphant. If I was to define being at the top, I would say that even though rodeo is not the most relaxing sport, I would say that I am at the top for being able to live the life as a little girl I've always dreamed with a heart and passion that never died. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Isabella is 16 years old in the 10th grade from Livermore, California. Her parents are Paul and Gina Herman. She attends Livermore High School. Her rodeo events are team roping, breakaway roping, light rifle, pole bending, goat tying, and the Queen Contest. She has been a member of the NHSRA for 4 years. Her academic achievements is she has been on the honor roll through her entire education. Her other activities are she is involved in the 4-H since she was a primary. She is in her 2nd year of FFA. She started junior rodeo when she was 6. She has played soccer, softball, and all-star cheer since she was 4 till junior high when rodeo and her horses stole her heart. She is a varsity leader in high school rodeo, flag football, and rodeo. Her future plans after high school rodeo is to attend college after high school and major in agricultural business. It would be a dream to be able to college rodeo as well. About her horse. She has 2 loves, Gator and Chuck. Gator is her pole bending horse, and Speed Demon backup breakaway and heel horse. Chuck is her go-to horse for team roping, goat tying, and breakaway roping. He is also the horse she is using for the Queen Contest. These boys have her heart. If she has one wish to come true, it would be that there was no mental or physical illness or disability for anyone. Her other comments is she may come across tough at times, but one thing that is near and dear to her heart is her family is helping and volunteering with the special needs community. Her speech title is Ode to the American Cowgirl.
The spirit of an American cowboy may not always be found in the form of a cowboy, but in the heart of an American cowgirl.
When I was thinking of the spirit of an American cowboy, one person came to mind, a person I think is a true American cowboy. This person embodies the American West and all that it stands for. She defines cowgirl up. She is someone that I admire and is one tough lady. The person who comes to my mind is Sandy Basso Innerbitzen. Sandy and her family have called Livermore, California, home for generations. Sandy is no stranger to the rodeo arena, being raised in a prominent roping family, the Bassos. If you look back in the history of the American Cowboy Team Roping Association, better known as ACTRA, you will find that Ernie and Dorothy Basso were instrumental in the start of this organization in 1983. Dorothy and Ernie ran some of the first ACTRA arenas in California. Dorothy was always in the office, handling the sign-ups, drawing the pots, and every roper's favorite part, the payouts. And since this was before the invention of computers, this was no easy task. In 1992, Sandy married the love of her life, Charlie Innerbitzen. Together, they pursued their dream of running a successful roping arena, now known as Innerbitzen Ranch, home of Basso's Arena. Sandy and Charlie continued to keep the Western way of life alive, following in her mom and dad's footsteps. After establishing Basso's Arena, the dynamic duo went on to help produce many team roping events throughout the years. Sadly, after 25 years of marriage, Charlie left this beautiful earth. Through determination and cowgirl grit, Sandy has persevered and has kept Innerbitzen Ranch, Basso's Arena, alive and continues to raise cattle as an American cattlewoman and embrace our future by supporting junior rodeo athletes in the area. As an American cowgirl, she stands up for what she believes in, handles every situation with grace, is not afraid to get her hands dirty, and work hard for what she wants. All while staying true to her Western roots. She is strong. She is wise. She is a true American cowboy. Thank you.
Our next judge is Judy Church. She is from Strathmore, California. Judy is a third grade teacher in Porterville. She is a 4-H leader, rodeo mom, and Tulare County Cattlewoman member. This is her third year judging, and she has really enjoyed the process and getting to be a part of getting to know these young ladies. Thank you, Judy, for being here. I would like to say thank you to all the judges for being here and taking time out of your week to come in and spending a few days with these girls and getting to be a part of their lives. So thank you all. Our next contestant is Rachel Tanzer. Rachel is 16 years old and in the 10th grade. Her hometown is San Diego, California. Her parents are Wendy and David Tanzer. She attended Cathedral Catholic High School. Her rodeo events are barrel racing, pole bending, shooting, and the Queen Contest. She has been a member of the CHSRA for 2 years. Her academic achievements are National Honor Society, Dean's List, Presidential Educational Award Gold Distinguished. Other activities are first degree black belt in Taekwondo, adjutant student pilot, volunteering with the Pegasus Rising Foundation to support veterans and their families with TBIs and PTSD, volunteering with the Build a Miracle nonprofit organization to raise funds, build homes, and provide educational opportunities for impoverished families in Taiwan, Mexico. Her future plans after high school is to rodeo in college, obtain private pilot certificate, pursue a career in aviation, either civil or military. Her horse's name is Magic, aka Remick Magic, is a registered American quarter horse. She is a 2009 buckskin out of Hollywood Dunnet. Magic is bred for reining and has been used for the past several years for the Shooting Star Drill team at the Poway Rodeo. She has been helping me get ready for my current goal of becoming the next Miss CHSRA Rodeo Queen. I am excited for this journey together and to show off the horsemanship we have been working on, both inside and outside the arena. If she had one wish to come true, it would be to use this title to promote high school rodeo in California. Her other comments about herself is she would like to thank the village of people who helped her get to where she is today. She would also like to thank the people who volunteered their time and to put this queen contestant on, as well as her fellow competitors. Her speech title is, "What is Rodeo?"
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm here to talk to you about the exciting sport we call rodeo. Now, rodeo. What is rodeo? To some, rodeo is just a sport, but to me, rodeo means so much more than that. It's a way of life that celebrates the cowboy spirit and the Western tradition. It's an event that brings together the best cowboys and cowgirls from around the world to compete in a variety of events that test their skills and their courage. From bronc riding to steer wrestling, barrel racing to breakaway, each event requires strength, agility, and a deep respect for the animals and the land. It's a true test of skill and bravery that demands hard work, dedication, and a passion for the Western way of life. But rodeo is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of the cowboy spirit and a reminder of the values that make this country great. The grit, determination, and resilience of the cowboys and cowgirls who compete in rodeo reflect the values that have shaped our nation for generations. So, whether you're a seasoned rodeo fan or you're a newcomer to the sport, I encourage you to come out and experience the excitement and energy of a live rodeo event for yourself. There's nothing quite like the roar of the crowd, the thundering of hooves, and the thrill you get of watching these incredible athletes, both man and animal, compete in the ultimate test of skill and courage. I hope to see each and every one of you down the rodeo road someday. Thank you.
The next judge I would like to introduce is Callie Roper. She is from Brawley, California. Callie Roper is a 24-year-old and from Brawley, California. Her riding career began at 7 years old. Showing Western pleasure, she transitioned to rodeo in the 6th grade, becoming a member of the California Junior Rodeo Association and the California High School Rodeo Association, competing in barrel racing and pole bending. Callie was honored to hold both Miss CHSRA District 8 and Miss California High School Rodeo titles. Callie is grateful to have the opportunity to be back in Bishop. After her rodeo queen career comes to a close, she hopes to continue to give back to the CHSRA queens. I would also like to add that Callie is the Miss California Pro Rodeo Queen right now. So thank you for being here. One thing I love about this pageant is each year that I've been here, we have always had a Miss California be one of the judges or helping with the deal. And it is honestly so helpful to all the girls running to see what we could be one day if we just keep working at it. So thank you guys. I know Morgan is here in the back too, so thank you for being here too. Our next contestant is Lucy Martin. Lucy is 14 and in the 9th grade. Her hometown is Arroyo Grande. Her parents are Lottie and Joel Martin. She attends Nipomo High School. Her rodeo events are barrel racing, pole bending, goat tying, and the breakaway roping. She has been a member of the NHSRA for 1 year. Her academic achievements are 4-H Youth of Distinct for San Luis Obispo County and Top 4 Creed Contestant Regional. Her other activities are she is the Nipomo 4-H president, an FFA Green Hand officer, participated in the BIG and Creed contest. She is working on finishing training of her 3-year-old filly that she bought as a baby. She raises show pigs, rabbits, and poultry. She enjoys spending time at the lake or going to the movies when she is not with her animals. Her plans after high school is that she would like to study equine science in college and work as a trainer and possibly do equine massage or body work or work in a veterinary office. Her horse's name is Jasper. He is a POA and is 13. She used to volunteer at a riding facility for the disabled, and they gifted her Jasper. He can do anything. He has competed in jumping, English, and Western, and now does rodeo. If she had one wish to come true, it would be to cure colic, so no other little girls have to lose their horse. Her first horse died of colic when she was 10, and it was horrible. Her other comments are she loves all animals, especially horses. She has enjoyed her first year doing rodeo and hopes to continue learning and improving throughout high school. Her speech title is Rodeo Parents.
They're rodeo parents. Of course, they're the ones who make sure we don't miss our run. They're rodeo parents. Of course, they're crazy competitive, even though they're not even the ones running. They're rodeo parents. Of course, they give us a shoulder to cry on in good or bad times. My family is the prime example of a rodeo family. When rodeo season rolls around, my dad's the first one out to wash the truck and trailer. And when that weekend finally arrives, my mom's packing and reminding me of my draws for the 100th time. I love setting up camp and roasting marshmallows under the stars. While other families might be ignoring each other for their phones, mine prefers to be spending quality time together at the rodeo. But rodeo parents aren't just your mom and dad. They're the people who are there for you through hard times and push you to be the best competitor you could possibly be. For example, my sister's another rodeo mom of mine, giving me insider tips, endless encouragement, and the will to keep going. Sometimes she's a little too much like a mom, but I know she always means well. Another rodeo mom of mine would be my aunt. When my father can't, she tows me to any of my barrel races or rodeos, no matter how far. And being a barrel racer herself, she always has the best advice for any roadblocks I hit. Or, I guess in this case, barrels. But finally, my true rodeo mom has to be my grandma. My grandma has been there for me no matter what. When I need to cry, I go to her, and she's the first smile I look for when I walk out of that arena. I'll never forget at my very first rodeo when my horse threw me over my saddle. She was the only one in the crowd laughing. I was so embarrassed, but I knew when I walked out of that arena, she'd be there waiting for me. And I can't think of anything better than that. Thank you.
The next judge I would like to introduce is Barb Bartlett. She is a small business owner. She is from Bishop, California. She is a small business owner, wholesaling something from local ranches. She's ridden horses all her life, competing in the Western events. Thank you for being here. So something really cool that the CHSRA has started this year is we now have a junior queen contest, and I think it's going to be a really great thing to keep going throughout the years, and it gets the younger kids from junior high to get more involved so we can have more queens to run. So that is really cool, and we have 2 back there, so that's what they are. They're junior queens. Our next contestant is Hunter Kindle. Hunter is 16 years old and in the 11th grade. She is from Fort Bragg, California. Her parents' name are Andrew Kent and Tanya Kindle. Her high school is Fort Bragg High School. Her rodeo events are reined cowhorse, breakaway, goats, and queen. She has been a member of the NHSRA for 5 years. Her academic achievements are Student of the Month for Ag 4.0 student, 8th through 10th grade, 3.8 her 11th grade year. Her other activities include FFA, volleyball, showing her steer, and she goes to just about any junior rodeo she can get to. She participates in the link crew, which helps freshmen. Her future plans after high school is to attend Cal Poly San Luis Obispo and rodeo, and also study ag business and psychology. Her horse is Maccabee. He is a hand. He comes from a J. Cody Jones and has won many checks. He is her breakaway horse and her reined cow horse. He truly is amazing. If she had one wish to come true, it would be to be able to ranch with my great-grandpa on his cow ranch. Her other comments about herself is she is caring and outgoing, and she loves to be with her family and friends, and she just loves to have fun. Her speech title is Play the Hand You Are Dealt.
Deuces. That is the hand the cowboy was dealt. After a long cattle drive back to the ranch and a talking to from the cow boss, a pair of twos is what he had in hand. Livestock is a gamble. Will my crops to feed my livestock grow? Will my cows take to the bull? How many fences am I going to have to fix this year? There are many factors that are involved with owning and raising the livestock our country depends on. For beef, dairy, clothing, and so many other products that we use every single day. Only 2% of today's population will understand the gamble it takes to be a farmer or a rancher. The other 2% will never understand, the other 98% will never understand what it takes to truly live the Western way of life. My family, we're the 2%. We ranch, we do FFA, we come to every single rodeo, and I all have to thank my sister and my dad. They help us be in the 2% of the population that truly loves rodeo and the Western way of life. To be in the other 98%, I do believe those people really should look up and see what the 2% does for our country and how they should depend on us. Jack London once said, "Life is not a matter of holding a good hand, but playing a good hand of cards, but playing a poor hand well." And to me, the key to great success is playing the hand you were dealt, even if it wasn't the hand you wanted. Because when you're in the 2%, you're going to have the cards that you do not want. But you have to persevere, and get through it. And in this family, deuces are always wild. Thank you.
The next judge I would like to introduce is Katie Lacey. She is from Paso Robles, California. She grew up in Lone Pine, California on a cattle ranch, where she rode horses raised by her family. In 2023, Lacey Livestock received the AQHA Best Remuda Award, sparking a love for the Western world. Currently, she works to produce jackpots and rodeos such as the Bob Fest Invitational. She also ropes and rides different disciplines and works on her family's ranch in California. Thank you for being here. Our next contestant is Rio Brown. Rio is 16 years old and in the 10th grade. She is from Santa Rosa, California. Her parents are Kim Gorelli and David Brown. She attends Sonoma Academy High School. Her rodeo events are pole bending, barrel racing, goat tying, and the Queen Contest. She has been a member of the NHSRA for 2 years. Rio takes her academics quite seriously. She currently maintains a 4.5 GPA, has been noticed as distinguished scholar, and is vice president of her school's Tri-M Music Honor Society. Her other activities is riding horses is Rio's first true passion, but when not with her animals, she loves to play piano and guitar, sing and perform in musical theater. She has been an active member in school community service groups and attended a Junior Queen program for California High School Rodeo Association. Her future plans after high school is inspired by her experience as the NHSRA student board member. Rio plans to study law in college and graduate into public service to better address the needs of her community. Her horse. For the Queen Contest, Rio is riding a beautiful sorrel horse by the name of Casey, who competes in almost every event imaginable, and definitely does it with flair. If she had one wish to come true, it would be that more people could experience the bond of community and pride of belonging where she has felt in the sport of rodeo. Her other comments about herself is Rio would like to thank all the volunteers, judges, and sponsors that make the high school rodeo possible. Crown or no crown, all contestants will gain lifelong memories and friendships. Her speech title is Rodeo Magic.
Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and imagine. The announcer's voice booms over the loudspeaker as he starts the grand entry. The crowd is cheering like crazy. You can feel your horse's heart beat beneath you as it matches yours. Feel that electricity? That's rodeo magic. Now, rodeo magic doesn't just come from adoring fans and the smell of fried food. It comes from community. Rodeo fosters a bond like no other, connecting thousands of fans to just one little rider in the arena. They all share a common goal: to get the fastest time possible. As the calf ropers put everything they've got into their ties, and the can chasers hope and pray not to knock a barrel in their hurry, the audience cheers them on. Somewhere, watching the Cowboy Channel from their couch, is someone knocking over their popcorn when that breakaway roper just barely misses the barrier. In the VIP boxes are former rodeo stars, watching our next generation of cowboys make record-breaking scores on their broncs. And in the stands is a mom, proud of her daughter's achievements. Close your eyes again. The announcer's voice is loud and clear. As the last bull rider just barely manages to hang on, you know you're up next. The gates open and the lights are blinding, just for 1 second. Then you take off. That's rodeo magic. Can you feel it?
So while you guys are here in Bishop, I really encourage you guys to go to all the places that help us put on our rodeo and sponsor us, like Shat's Bakery, the museum. A lot of places here in town really love when the rodeo comes to town because we bring in so much for their town and promote their little town along with Mule Days, which is a big event here. We are like the second biggest event. So they all love when we come to town. So if you guys can, try to go into town, wear your back numbers. And a lot of times when you wear your vests in there, they'll give you discounts on food and stuff. So it's really cool. And they love to see you guys and hear about how your events are going. There's also a lot of cool like fishing spots and hot springs to go swimming, and a lot of fun stuff if you get out and explore. Our next contestant is Mackenzie Flack. Mackenzie is 16 years old in the 11th grade. She is from Fresno, California. Her parents are Shannon and Eric Flack. She attends Clovis Online School. Her rodeo events are barrel racing and pole bending. She has been a member of the CHSRA for 2 years. Her academic achievements are honor roll student, 3 AP classes taken 9th and 10th grade, Clovis Student of Excellence 9th, 10th, 11th grade, Certified Pharmacy Technician, completion of Animal Ag Science pathway. She is a Clovis FFA member for 5 years, earned Discovery, Green Hand, and Chapter FFA degrees. She was a Chapter Award winner for Swine and Equine SAEs. First place finish in both Creed Speaking and Impromptu Speaking at sectional level. Regional qualifier in both, and state qualifier in Creed Speaking. Her future plans after high school is to attend West Hills College of Kalinga to compete on the rodeo team, as well as start her degree for animal nutrition, hopefully continuing her education and college rodeo career at a 4-year college. Her horse's name is Playboy Cash and Checks. He is an 8-year-old AQHA registered Palomino mare. She has competed in barrel racing, pole bending, and reined cow horse. Her family has owned her for about a year and a half. If she had one wish to come true, it would be to just have one more run on her recently retired barrel horse, Spider. She taught her everything she knows and will forever hold a special place in her heart. Her other comments about herself is she has been riding her entire life and was taught to ride by her great uncle Charlie on his mule and horse ranch in Tehachapi, California. Her speech title is "Oh, the Places You'll Go."
I can remember it like it was yesterday. I was 5 years old, sitting on the beloved rainbow carpet of my kindergarten classroom, when my teacher brought out a book by Dr. Seuss titled, "Oh, the Places You'll Go." She asked the class where was a place they would want to go. Some kids said the beach, the zoo, and even the snow. But in my 5-year-old heart, the only place I knew I wanted to go was to a rodeo. 11 years later, and I can say that that has not changed. I look forward to seeing my friends and the thrill of running my horses around 3 cans. Rodeo has taken me many places, from all over California to even out of state. I've seen grandstands so large they overlook entire grounds, and arena lights so bright they seem like they'll never go out. I've seen beautiful mountains, felt the breeze of the sea. I've even been stuck in 110-degree heat with no AC. Every memory I've made will stay with me. Life has made me feel on top of the world, but also like I'm beneath the sea. Each time, I count on rodeo to rescue me. When I finally reach my destination, I know that it's worth all the trials and tribulations. At 16 years old, I have no clue all the places I'll go. But because of rodeo, I get to wake up each day and say, I'm off to great places. Today is my day. My mountain is waiting, so I'll get on my way.
So this year, there's a lot of new things happening at state finals this year. We have a mud volleyball tournament that we have never done before. We are giving a buckle away for the biggest fish winner, whoever catches the biggest fish and weighs it in. We have a jackpot with over $7,000 added for the kids. And all this is really new to the association. It's our first time putting it on. And so go out there, try it, and hopefully it'll be something that we can continue and give the kids more things to do while they're here in town competing at state finals. And it's really awesome. Our next contestant is Madison Schultz. Madison is 16 years old and in the 11th grade. Her hometown is Tehachapi, California. Her parents are Jason and Sarah Schultz. She attends Tehachapi High School. Her rodeo events are barrel racing, pole bending, and breakaway roping. She has been a member of the CHSRA for 4 years. Her academic achievements are she is a member of the National Honor Society, takes multiple college and AP courses, and works hard to try and maintain a 4.0 GPA. Her other activities is she is the secretary of her Skills USA club. She babysits often, and she works at an awesome local boutique. She also plays high school soccer and volleyball. Her future plans after high school is she plans to attend UC San Diego to pursue a career in neonatal nursing. Her horse, she has the pleasure of riding a beautiful gray mare who recently recovered from a hock surgery, and she is loving the return to the active life. If she had one wish to come true, it would be that she wishes good horses never died. Her other comments about herself is she is so excited for this opportunity, and thank you all for your time. Her speech title is The Road Home.
Today, I have chosen to talk about California and what it means to me. There were many pit stops along the way, but eventually I made my way home. Growing up as a military brat, there was definitely a lot of hardships, but I had so many opportunities to see and learn. I took my first steps in Texas, rode my first dirt bike in North Carolina, built countless snowmen in South Dakota, and participated in awesome Nerf gun wars in Arizona, where of course the girls always won. Moving has been an adventure, and I've been so fortunate to see so many places. The road here wasn't always smooth. We sacrificed time with my dad and extended family. We moved away from our homes just to watch others move in and make their own memories. We left our friends just to watch each other grow up through social media. But the road led me here nonetheless. California has brought me my love for horses, and unfortunately, the sadness that can come with the loss of a great one. California has shown me how kind and supportive a stranger could be. A place where I've stepped out of my comfort zone time and time again to become a part of something bigger than myself. A culture and history that I am proud to be a part of. California brought me rodeo. Rodeo has taught me how to take a mistake and turn it into a lesson, how to bounce back from the unexpected, how to treat yourself as your toughest competitor. Rodeo has taught me how to be grateful for every moment in the arena and the importance of riding out with a smile on your face, even after the defeat of a knocked barrel or pole, a missed calf or steer, or maybe even a loose tie. Rodeo has taught me that there's always something more to learn. There were many speed bumps along the way, but I believe that this is exactly where I was meant to end up. And when I think about it that way, maybe it's rodeo that's my home, and California is just the place I happen to find it.
All right, that will conclude our speech and modeling portion. So now we're going to move on to impromptu. So if I can have all the girls exit the room, please. Your first question is, if you were a bucking horse, what would your name be and why?
That's a hard one. I think that my name for a bucking horse would be maybe like Smokey or something like that, because it's kind of like you're like, oh, I don't know if this one's gonna be good or not, so it like leaves you in the air for it.
If you were to explain your favorite rodeo event to a 5-year-old, what would you tell them?
If I were to explain my favorite rodeo event, I would tell them, you get on your horse for starts and you tie your rope to the horn at the end. And after you're done with that, you wait your turn until you get called into the box. You back your horse up into the box and you wait for your calf to be looking straight while it's in the shoe. Now, once it's looking straight, you nod your head and you go. You ride your horse and you rope it. How you rope it? You rope it around the neck. And you make sure that you only catch the neck, because that is a bell collar catch loop, a bell collar catch. And if you don't do that, then you don't get a time. And also, you have to make sure that your rope comes off your horn to get your time. And that's how I would explain breakaway roping to a 5-year-old.
Thank you. I remember when I was running for queen, the impromptu question was always the most nerve-wracking, because you never know if you're going to get like an animal rights question, a personality question, what you're going to get. So I remember standing at those back doors just like, oh, this could be it. So it's a tough one for these girls, but they're handling it really good. Our next contestant is Bella Herman from District 5. Bella, if you were a bucking horse, what would your name be and why?
If I was a bucking horse, I think I would want my name to be Rocking Mountain. That was one I met like way years ago, and it was really funny, and I thought it was super cool.
If you were to explain your favorite rodeo event to a 5-year-old, what would you tell them?
If I had to explain my favorite rodeo event to a 5-year-old, I would have to tell them that my favorite rodeo event is breakaway roping. And I would tell them that the main point of it is to get a rope around the calf and stop your horse and get it to pop off as fast as you can.
Our next contestant is Madison Schultz from District 9. If you were a bucking horse, what would your name be and why?
Oh man, okay. If I was a bucking horse, I think my name would definitely have something to do with like into the stars or something. Cause like people always say like I love you to the moon and back. So I feel like if you were bucking into the stars, that has to be like a pretty wild buck. So I think it would be something like buck to the moon or something along those lines.
Two questions. If you were to explain your favorite rodeo event to a 5-year-old, what would you tell them?
If I were to explain my favorite event to a 5-year-old, I would start off by saying the best part is you get to go fast. My favorite event is definitely barrel racing, just because of the speed. So I think I would explain you get to ride one of the fastest horses, you get to run around 3 barrels with the goal of not knocking them over. But if you do knock them over, you might end up with a bruise and just laugh it off later and go out and work to fix your mistakes and come back next time, do the same thing all over again, and just have fun. Thank you.
Our next contestant is Jenna Jo Nelson from District 1. If you were a bucking horse, what would your name be and why?
If I was a bucking horse, my name would be the Bougie Sorrel. I have a thing for sorrel horses. I have 5. I rodeo on 5 different sorrel horses. Nobody knows the names of each one. They think they're all one specific one. And I love to have my horses decked out in all different colors because I love to stand out. Thank you.
If you were to explain your favorite rodeo event to a 5-year-old, what would you tell them?
If I had to explain my favorite event to a 5-year-old, it would have to be barrel racing. And here's how I would tell them. The crowd is insanely loud. Everyone is cheering because they are ready to see the barrel racer come flying out to that first barrel, whether it be the left or the right. They come around that first barrel, whichever side the grandstands are on, and the crowd roars. They race to the second, trying to rate to that second. They go around it, and the crowd again goes wild. But on the way to that third, the announcer is always saying to give this lady a round of applause as she goes around that third. And always, on the way home, the crowd roars more than they did in the past. And as they go across that timer, everyone's hearts are pounding. As soon as they find out that time, the crowd almost always roars. And that is how I would explain barrel racing to a 5-year-old. Thank you.
Our next contestant is Rio Brown. If you were a bucking horse, what would your name be and why?
My name would probably be Rosie if I was any sort of horse, because I know me and I do not do well in the heat. My cheeks turn red, I stop looking like a human and start looking like a walking rose.
If you were to explain your favorite rodeo event to a 5-year-old, what would you tell them?
The pole bending. There are 6 tall poles in the arena. A cowgirl runs in as fast as she can. She goes all the way to the end and has to whip around. Then she weaves through them. She's got to make another snappy turn and weave through them again. One final quick sharp turn and she is free to go all the way home and haul her little butt there as fast as possible.
Our next contestant is Lucy Martin from District 7. If you were a bucking horse, what would your name be and why?
I would have to say if I was a bucking horse, my name would probably be like Free Spirit because in my opinion, I have a very free spirit. I kind of like to be on my own and doing my own thing, and I like to be outside working with my animals or just running around with my friends. I still kind of have that free spirit as if I was a kid. So I would definitely have to say that my name would be like Free Spirit because that just describes me very well.
If you were to explain your favorite rodeo event to a 5-year-old, what would you tell them?
I would have to tell her that my favorite event is the fastest one out there. We're going out in the alley as fast as that horse can run, and then we drop our hand and we tell that horse to turn, and you let the horse power through that arena. And I would tell her that those girls are the toughest out there, and they are just got the toughest spirit and they're gritty, and you have to be one heck of a cowgirl to be out there.
Our next contestant is Rachel Tanzer from District 8. If you were a bucking horse, what would your name be and why?
If I were a bucking bronc, my name would be Spicy Red because I have red hair, and I would hope that I would be a very spicy horse and try to get every single cowboy that gets on my back right off.
If you were to explain your favorite rodeo event to a 5-year-old, what would you tell them?
My favorite rodeo event is the pole bending for many reasons, but specifically because of my spicy red mare. And I would explain to the 5-year-old that it is run down there as fast as you can, not stop, but slow down, turn, weave in between poles, just jump back and forth as quick as you can, turn, do the same thing again, and then run home as fast as you can.
Our next contestant is Delaney Fowler from District 4. If you were a bucking horse, what would your name be and why?
If my name was for any bucking horse, I would definitely have to be the bronchiest around. I would be the rankest and get every cowboy off.
If you were to explain your favorite rodeo event to a 5-year-old, what would you tell them?
Well, I would have to say my favorite event would definitely have to be the barrel racing. I would feel that many 5-year-olds would get the concept, but if I was to explain it to them, I would say that there's 3 trash cans that are out in a cloverleaf pattern where when you find a cloverleaf on the ground and you just run around them in a specific pattern and try to be the fastest.
It's so interesting to hear all the different answers throughout all the girls and how they're all so different in each and every way. But it's so cool. Our final contestant is Mackenzie Flack from District 6. If you were a bucking horse, what would your name be and why?
If I was a bucking horse, I would want my name to be Redheaded Spitfire. I was born with red hair, and it's kind of a joke that I'm the redheaded stepchild of my family, and I'm a little crazy.
If you were to explain your favorite rodeo event to a 5-year-old, what would you tell them?
My favorite rodeo event being barrel racing, I would explain to them how there's a cowgirl and her horse that runs super fast into the arena. There's 3 barrels shaped in a cloverleaf pattern. You either make a right-hand turn first or a left-hand turn first. It's a true testament of speed and agility running through the pattern, and I tell them how the cowgirl has to work with her horse to get around each of the 3 barrels and get the fastest time of the rodeo.
That concludes our impromptu portion of the night. So thank you all for coming, and we hope you have a rest of your good night.